The Ballad of the Max Brown Hotel 5th District, Vienna. A symphony of disappointment, a tragicomic opera in 5 acts, as told by a heartbroken, over-caffeinated princess with a vendetta and too much time on her hands. Act I, The Grand Deception, or How to Lie with Interior Design. Picture this, darlings. You arrive at the Max Brown Hotel 5th District, Vienna, lured by promises of stylish decor and boutique charm. The lobby. Oh, it's fine if you like the aesthetic of a hipster-esque fever dream crossed with a failed art project. But the moment you step beyond it, the illusion shatters like a champagne flute dropped by a clumsy waiter. Your room, a closet with delusions of grandeur. The walls are so thin, you can hear your neighbor's existential crisisand. Honestly, same. The non-smoking room smells like a 1980s casino, a fragrant bouquet of stale regret and poor life choices. The bed, a cruel joke, with sheets rough enough to exfoliate your soul. And the bathroom, a grimy little crypt where the shower offers the water pressure of a drowsy garden snail. Luxury. Why is this bad? Because hotels are supposed to be sanctuaries, not sensory deprivation tanks for despair. A room should whisper, rest, darling, not scream, abandon all hope. Act II. The Elevator Saga, or A Study in Human Patience. The elevators. Oh, the elevators. One is out of service, perhaps it fled in Protestant, the other moves with the urgency of a sloth on antidepressants. 15 minutes. 15 minutes to descend 3 floors. By the time it arrives, you've aged, your passport photo is outdated, and you've reconsidered your life choices. And then the receptionist. A man named Firas or Samum. The mystery adds spice. Instead of groveling for forgiveness, he argues. As if physics, laws of time and space are a matter of opinion. The elevator is slow, he says, with the gravitas of a man explaining why the sky is blue. Thank you, Aristotle. Why is this bad? Because hospitality is not a debate club. When your guest is suffering, you apologize, you compensate, you fake a heart attack if necessary. You do not gaslight them into believing elevators are naturally this slow. This is why Rome fell. Act III, The Burger Betrayal, or A Culinary Crime Scene. You order a burger. It arrives in 55 minutes. 55. In that time, you could written a novel, learned Portuguese, birthed a child, and when it finally comes, the meat tastes like it was reanimated from the Victorian era. You complain. The bartenderbless her heart feigns confusion. In what way is the meat bad? She asks, as if spoiled beef is a subjective experience, like modern art or heartbreak. They offer a replacement some Franken dish with enough fries to fill a swimming pool. Too little, too late. The damage is done, your trust. Shattered, your hunger, eclipsed by rage. Why is this bad? Because food is love. When you pay for a meal, you're paying for joy, not a culinary trauma. A bad burger isn't just a meal, it's a violation of the social contract. Act IV. The Language Games, or How to Alienate Guests in 10 Seconds. You check in. The receptionist sees your documents. She knows your language, but she chooses to pretend she doesn't because it...
The businesses surrounding the Max Brown Hotel in Vienna's 5th District. They are what one might hope for. Honestly, it feels like a carefully constructed facade of charm, masking a rather disheartening reality. It's as though the area is attempting a grand performance, but the actors are tired, the sets are crumbling, and the is badly written. It's a pervasive feeling of disappointment, a sense that potential has withered into something less. A feeling that sticks in your throat like a poorly made cocktail. Let's begin with establishments that attempt to cater to shoppers, places like Kaufhaus Gerngross. These places, generally speaking, appear to be echoing shells of their former selves. They aren't actively malicious, not usually, but they seem profoundly indifferent to the needs of modern patrons. Imagine a grand old building yearning for its heyday, now mostly occupied by shops that feel randomly assembled, offering little of genuine interest. The complaints center around basic functionality. Toilets, for example, a fundamental requirement, especially for families. There's a surprising lack of facilities for mothers, and even when present, accessibility seems to be an afterthought. The restrooms are frequently described as overcrowded, unclean, even unpleasant. Take, for instance, the experiences shared regarding media marked within Gerngross. Stories emerge of incredibly long waits, seemingly arbitrary service, and a general air of disinterest from staff. One individual recounts waiting half an hour just to purchase a simple phone. It paints a picture of inefficiency and a lack of consideration for customer time. Others describe a feeling of being ignored, their concerns dismissed. And then there's the heat, a recurring complaint. It seems the building is often excessively warm, despite the season, leading to an uncomfortable shopping experience. I feel a profound sadness at this. A building designed for commerce, failing at even the most basic level of comfort. It's a quiet tragedy. Moving on, we encounter establishments aiming for a more refined experience. Sacher Boutique Spa, for example. These places, while not actively dreadful, often fall short of expectations given the price point. The feeling is one of almost relaxing, almost luxurious. A 90-minute massage isn't necessarily bad, but it doesn't quite reach the level of pampering one anticipates for the cost. It's a sense of underdelivery, a whisper of disappointment. And for those traveling from countries with stronger currencies, the expense feels even more pronounced. Then there's Salmbrau, a place with the potential for a truly enjoyable experience, but unfortunately appears to be largely consumed by issues. The core complaint is consistently poor service. It's more than just slow, it's a pattern of dismissive behavior and, disturbingly, accusations of discriminatory practices. Accounts surface of Asian customers being deliberately seated in less desirable areas, while other patrons receive preferential treatment. The alleged incidents are deeply troubling, and the automatic addition of a 15 tip without request feels predatory. I feel a tightening in my chest when I read these accounts, an almost physical discomfort. It's a violation of basic hospitality and potentially a violation of the law. This is the kind of thing that makes me question everything. The food itself doesn't escape criticism. While the beer is generally well regarded, the food is often described as mediocre, overpriced, and served with frustrating delays. One person waited nearly 2 hours for their dessert. 2 hours, it's not merely inconvenience, it's a blatant disregard for the customer's time. The stories of waiters chatting while customers wait for bills, it's infuriating. It suggests a complete lack of prioritization. It creates a pit in my stomach. This feels like a deliberate extraction of money. Let's shift to SIXDA.
This is where things become concerning. This place appears to be a lottery of food poisoning and indifferent service. Reports detail rotten meat, cold dishes, and a general lack of quality control. Imagine ordering a duck breast, anticipating a culinary delight, and instead receiving something that smells off. It's not merely unpleasant, it's a health risk. One individual reported getting sick after consuming their tartare. It's a gamble with your well-being. Then there is the staff, who are described as rude, judgmental, and actively unwelcoming. This isn't just bad service, it's an active hostility. I feel a rising anxiety reading these accounts. A premonition of unease. Volksgarten, the club, is a different sort of disappointment. This isn't about poor service or subpar food, it's about something far more insidious. The overwhelming theme is discrimination, multiple.
Soft, melancholic voice, slight Georgian accent, you know. I was just looking around Max Brown Hotel in 5th District, Vienna, and it's nice, but some things happen here, you know. Like scams. Tourists come for 2 weeks, they think everything is perfect, but no, some businesses here, they do bad things. Like one business near Max Brown Hotel, they were messing with gas lines. Can you believe? They changed the meters so they don't pay, and then when police came, they hid knives. Knives? Like why? Stupid, right? I think maybe the owners got arrested, but the workers probably lost their jobs. And the tourists nearby. They didn't even know. Just walking by, thinking everything is safe. But if gas explodes or something so scary, then there's this parking ticket scam. Oh my God, it's so mean. Some fake company sends emails like, pay now or we fine you more, but it's fake. Tourists get scared, they pay fast because they don't know. And then poof, money gone. The city says ignore it, but how do you know? I think the scammers just keep doing it because, well, people still fall for it. And the worst part? Nobody catches them. They just sit somewhere, laughing at tourists. And then some businesses here, they use fake papers to open accounts. Like who even does that? 6 people all working together, stealing identities. Imagine you're a tourist, your card gets copied, and suddenly no money for souvenirs. Just gone. Police are looking, but you know how it is. They run, change names, do it again. It's sad, you know? You just want to enjoy Vienna, see the pretty buildings, eat schnitzel, and then someone tricks you. Makes me so mad. Like, why can tea people just be honest? Size anyway, that's what happens near Max Brown Hotel. Just be careful, 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 careful.